Hey everyone, Malou here from maloudelacruz.wordpress.com, and today this video is going to be a post on my journey into junk journaling. So far it's been really fun. It's the beginning, so it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, but even through the difficulties, I am really enjoying creating the junk journals, and I'm really falling in love with creating it. So, but before I forget, I do want to say thank you to 4 specific ladies that help inspire me, who continue to inspire me into creating a junk journal. And the first one, in no particular order, they're all sweet and amazing ladies. First one is Lori, and she's just a girl from the Bay. And then Shannon Green, that's the name of her channel as well. And then Sue, who is Shiles 728, and I'll put a link below for everyone's channel. And then Maryanne, who is Pocket Full of Vintage. If you ladies are watching this, I just want to say thank you for your time, making the video, sharing your ideas. You're all so wonderful. I really appreciate it, and again, thank you. Sorry guys, I just wanted to share that with all of you because in this journey, it's been really fun. But I kind of caught a snag in the beginning of my junk journal journey, creating the junk journal. When I first found out about junk journals, I was really excited. I was so excited. I watched a couple of videos, learned about, how they were kind of made and things like that. But as I was creating it, like I said, I kind of got overwhelmed or maybe even intimidated as I was creating it. So I stopped for a moment just because I don't know. But then, as a crafter, as a creative person, you have, I guess, your own personal expectations, and you want to express yourself, and regardless of whatever you make, it's going to be beautiful. But when you want to create something and trying to express it, you want that idea to be seen and shared the way you see it in your brain. I don't know how to explain it, so I couldn't get that. I couldn't interpret that in my first junk journal. I think also, and this is a lesson, something I've learned, that a junk journal, it really is whatever you want. So far though, the type of junk journal that I'm creating, again, it's not really a specific type. It's kind of what I perceive at this moment what junk journaling is. And I have like 2 different kind of ideas of what it is. So mine is kind of, scrap paper that I own, and honestly some things that I've bought for the junk journaling, and just things again I have around the house in my crafting. But what it is also, my version is what I'm going to be putting into the journal, and that's going to be the quote, the junk journal portion. And then there's another version in it, I guess, where I've learned where people actually use, again, things around the house, but like recycled newspapers, not even that, recycled envelopes, their junk mail, and that's what they use as part of the structure for their journal. Now, like I said, it's really, I'm learning, it doesn't matter. It's what you want to make it. But I guess for me, it was more of, I had to have a better understanding of where I was going and where I wanted to go with the junk journal, that I could have overloaded too much information. But like I said, that's what I learned so far of what junk journaling is. So guys, if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment, PM me, and I can definitely clarify what I'm saying if I don't make any sense. I have so many things in my brain. For example, I have so many thoughts that it just cannot get to my mouth fast enough and say it all. So like right now, I just went on a tangent. So back to my junk journal journey. I finally sat down and just decided to have fun, and I did. And again, this is a journey. My book is not complete, but I do want to share it with all of you and show you where I'm at, and so I can show you next time where I'm going. Okay, so this book has Christmas paper, from, what is it, Christmas on, was it Amesbury Street? It's by Paper Studios. It's not going to be so much of a Christmas journal, but more of a journal I want to use in December. And I want to just put, my ideas, my drawings, whatever, a diary, whatever it is for that month. I want to use my journal, and I wanted to do something and I wanted to use a journal that I created. So this is the beginning. So what I did first was bind it by my Zetter, bind it all. And this is actually just half of a 1/2 inch O-ring. So if I continue this type of layout for the junk journals, I can actually get 2 journals with this layout of the O-rings. Because all I did was cut it in half, the original O-rings, and then cut this into 6 rings each, if that makes sense. And then this is chipboard, and I actually put washi tape first, and then I gessoed the cover because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do as a cover, but I know if I put paper over it, or if I decide to say decoupage it or stamp it, I've heard that gesso's a good primer. Again, I did this just through videos. Okay, so that's my cover. And so there's going to be a lot of blank spaces. And here's a little bling, I don't know if you guys see that. Of blank spaces because I'm not quite done decorating it yet. I still want to do a few more things here and there, but I did want to kind of bind it already because I don't know, maybe I'm just getting antsy and I wanted to have my journal already set. I don't know, but I kind of knew already I wanted to bind it as I was making it. So when I started making my pages, I laid it out, and then I went and decided that I'm gonna bind it and then draw on it. So this one this is part of the collection, the paper pad. This washi tape, and this is actually a photo sleeve that I found as part of my junk journal hauling I did. And I'll probably do another video on that because not only did I use things from my own stash, but I really did want to go find things like different type of ephemera, vintage books to put in there, just things like that. So I'll do another video of things I found, and that actually was inspired by Shannon Green. She had a video, and I'll post that below as well, of things you can put in your junk journal and where you can find them, or I'll find out which video it is, but I think is what she found at thrift stores that she can use as a junk journal, as part of her junk journal. So this is just the paper I just cut in 4x6 because I wanted a little different interest. And this idea actually I learned from Lori. This is tracing paper that I coffee dyed, and she had this one video where she shared that and in her video, but it was funny because in one of her videos she shared a vintage envelope, and just a crinkling of the envelope, I loved it. I loved the envelope instantly. Then I realized I really love the sound of it, so I was like, I got to do that too. And I just love the sound of paper too. Just, it's so crazy, like how much I love paper. And like, I just love hearing that when people change their pages when I'm watching a journal flip. It's just so funny. Oh, sorry. And then let's see here. This is a little journal. It looks like a handmade journal, a handmade page, but it's actually from another journal that I had found and cut out. And this is I'm sorry, hold on guys. Okay. And then this is a page from a music book. And I'm really also getting into paper clips. At first, I wasn't really interested in paper clipping or paper clips. And then as soon as I started doing junk journal, in my journey into junk journaling, I realized I really like this, especially when I don't have pockets and I can just use it as a, to hold different ephemera. And here's one I put behind that. I did it on the other side too. This one I didn't put anything on it yet. Then there's my coffee stained trace paper. And this paper here I found in an estate sale. It's a really fun paper. It's pretty old. The notebook I found it in was from, was it 1970? I don't say pretty old, but you know, old enough. And it was interesting because it was half, not even half, maybe just like a few pages was written in, but whoever's journal it was before did a lot of astrology research. So that was fun to kind of go through. And this is a doily, a little vellum doily, I guess, vellum or very thin tracing paper that I just folded in half and then attached with washi tape. And then I put this here just to kind of help weigh down the doily because it was coming up. Oh, there's a journal again. Let's see, sorry, there you go. That. So I left spots again so I can draw in, or things again I can actually journal in. And my plan is with this one, I think I'm going to go in order and just do whatever on that page. Just so, you know, I can fill it up. Again, I've seen other journalers where they kind of go in, not in order. So it is whatever you want to make it. So, so with this, when I was making my album, I kind of noticed that with the colored paper, with the printed paper, it was all on one side. So it would be, you know, 2 pages would be printed, and then if I fold it, then, or when I turned it, then both the pages would be white. So as I was positioning my pages, I kind of had to kind of alternate and had to be aware of what I wanted to do. And that's another thing too, is that you want to, when you're planning out your journal, you really want to kind of plan out how it's going to be. And I think that's probably one of the snags too, is the planning of it. I didn't expect that. So here's another page I really like. It's simple as it is, but I have my little key paper clip there, and then I added this little doily on this very nice simple page. I like that. And here's the other side. And see how I was saying like this, but that's when I did this to make it a little interesting and had it there. Sorry. And this is fun. It's kind of interesting to me. I didn't realize, and this is why planning is important, but I knew I wanted to add this ephemera here. This page is actually from one of my estate halls, and it's an invoice from 1949 for radio supplies. Actually, no, not radio supplies, for a hardware store that had these, did repairs for radio sets, refrigerators. Really fun. And I had more. I don't know why I only did one, but I knew I wanted to add this in here and just have that as part of the journal. I love personal history. So what I mean by that, and is, for example, like, I'm not very good at dates like history, like the World War I, II, that kind of history is interesting, but I find myself more, I gravitate to kind of like someone's personal history and like old letters I find, or again, like that journal that had a lot of astrology in it. I thought that was just like, wow, that's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff. Then my last page, Merry Christmas to you. And again, I do the whole chipboard backing with washi tape at the back and along with gesso. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any tips or tricks, I'd love to hear it. Anything. I'm really having a lot of fun creating this journal. I hope I was helpful. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll catch you later with an update on my junk journal journey. Alright guys, thanks for watching, taking the time. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget to dream, create, and inspire. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.